What is up, guys? Noli here, and welcome to a My DeathWish video. This is My DeathWish episode 3, and it's my death wish for a bank heist cache. We're robbing the bank because basically this is the go-to mission for new players, and seeing as how there's lots of new players just joined the game and community, I thought I'd show you exactly how to do this. I've been thinking about it all day. Which mission should I do for my death wish tonight? And I chose the one that I reckon is going to be most frequented over the next few weeks. If you can do this mission on DeathWish, you can do it on any difficulty, so following this tutorial, it will only be easier on the easier difficulties. Loadout wise, you're going to see something slightly different for a stealth setup, actually a lightweight ballistic vest. I'll talk you through this in a moment. The ACM jammer, as always, that is the ghost equipment of choice. Fists, because I like to punch things. Moscone, you guys know I'm used to using that as my stealth weapon with both attachments on it. It has extremely high concealment, and the same with the Swedish K. In fact, you can get the Swedish K's concealment so high that you can actually wear the lightweight ballistic and still have 3 detection. Just to show you how strong this is, that is 20 detection on the combined tactical vest. You can stealth most missions with one of the best and most accessible armors within the game. But for now, I'm going to keep my detection risk as low as possible and go with the lightweight ballistic. So, as far as our ghost and stealth setup is concerned, you're going to find most of the skills aced out within the ghost tree. Going up alongside these standard stock ones, you want Sprinter, Cleaner, Fast Hands. Shinobi is the most important perk. Even if you're not going to be stealthing consistently, I honestly recommend this on almost every build if you can fit it in, and that 95% less noise when shot or meleeed is important. ECM Specialist is not necessary, but will really help, and if you're going to be stealthing this mission, as you guys will see I do, picking up 2 is worthwhile, because unless you can get a hold of that keycard, you're going to use 1 alongside the overdrive skill, which is next, and your other one when you're taking out the tellers. Lot picking expert isn't necessary for this mission again, but if you intend to go through any of the deposit boxes, definitely worth having, and for ghosting in general. Camera loop is useful for DeathWish because you can't take out cameras, but you can put them on loop with this. I feel like this perk this skill needs a slight buff, really. It needs to be instant the same way ECM feedback is these days, because you just can't react soon enough to put a loop on wherein it would particularly help. It's more useful for getting bags past cameras. A little fiddly to use, but can be useful. Technician wise, these skills are pretty devoid of purpose within this mission. Same here, just trying to spread my perks as well as possible. These are the 3 important technician perks. Silent drilling the most, and these 2 are going to improve the speed in which you do it. So similar to the fast hand skill, it's a speed skill, and it's important to do the missions quickly because you want to do as many as you possibly can. Then it's up for the Enforcer Transporter. I will stand by that, and I'll talk about that later, how I always believe bag carrying skills are immensely important. Mastermind wise, we're relatively short, but I do enjoy my sprinting perks, that's why I pick up Endurance. Dominator isn't necessary, it's just extra point places. Spotter level 1 also isn't necessary. Special enemies mark, this is a combat skill really. You want that aced for a ghost setup, but not all missions have the spotter asset available, so not worth it on this mission at all. Inside mine can be useful, especially if you think you may end up going loud and need to get the escape driver. And cable guy is immensely important unless you intend to take out every single one of the civilians. Guys, I hope you enjoy the gameplay. Alright guys, you've seen the setup, now let's have a look at the execution. Right, so all of the different bank heist missions work very similarly. You're often going to want to case the inside first, but if you pick up the camera, sometimes it pays dividends for you to run straight to it and see exactly what's going on inside. We don't have a Titan camera up there. Let's quickly pop on this and see what we've got. If there's someone on the roof, I will take them out as quickly as possible. Currently, the bank manager's in his office, and I'm not seeing a roof entrance. Next up, what we're checking for is the area of the cameras. For now, I couldn't see that. We're going to pick up the thermal drill and bring it round this way. Since they changed the roof of the bank heist, made it so you can't just... Oh, there's a package there. Might as well pick that up. They made it so you can't just run over the top. Gotta be a little more cautious. Alright. Unfortunately, we're in slightly worse positions than we could be, placement-wise. I know that camera's there. That was really stupid of me. You've got to be more careful than I was just then. As you can see, they see through the glass. This is our way in. It would really help if I had a keycard. It's going to be very hard for us to take this sort of stuff out. The package just there as well. He's on the move. We're going to take this bank manager out.
On the ground.
Perfect. We're going to try and move him. Be aware, as a new player, that moving hostages can be a little buggy and it's far from an instant process. Be very careful with where you place this hostage. I really want to move as soon as possible. Oh, shut up, Bane. Gonna have to shoot this goddamn hostage. If he keeps saying it, I'm just gonna have to shoot him. No, he's done. He's finished repeating himself permanently. Now the cameras are not a problem. That went very well for us, considering the manager gave us a quick way in. We now have 2 ECMs to work around with. That is also a luxury. I would shoot this guy, but as you can see there's a civilian there. That would be a mistake. He's actually kind of trapping me in right now, I believe. Not going to move until I know he has. And we do know they are on patrol. They're not permanently stood here. What's that? Is that like a blood splatter? Strange direction to splatter. That's my chance. Pick up this package and move on. Be aware, all cameras are now turned off. Next port of call, I think. I'm still searching for packages, by the way. Let's get on these cameras again. See what's what. One thing we need to note, by the way, this door being closed means it's extremely difficult for us to get in and shoot these civilians. Likelihood is we're going to have to go around the opposite way. You will often see me shoot out the tellers here because they can press the panic buttons, and you've got to be scared about that. And be aware there's a third panic button. Just going to stay on the cameras while I check out all the options. Try and get the guards on them. Don't know where all the guards are. I might actually check the roof. That's where I have a feeling they may be. Got one there. Ah, there's the second. But there should be a third. As always, immensely careful around here. Guards will spot you far easier than civilians. There's our other guy. Please keep walking. Dear God. That was a mess. I didn't realise he was going to keep coming. Okay, one thing that is slightly different within DeathWish is those Titan cameras cannot be destroyed. The only way you can turn them off is with your... well, by taking out the security room. Obviously, you saw me do that before. So, if you can destroy the cameras, you can actually take them out to lure guards to their direction before you take out the security room. Be aware, that is definitely an option for you. They're just planks, by the way, used to board up areas if you go into more of a combat situation, which hopefully we're going to avoid on this mission. Now, this approach is basically finished for now. We have to either wait till another guard comes up the stairs, at which place we will breach, because we can easily take out one guard and the tellers. There's one of our two guards still wandering around. Don't know where the second is though. Be aware this won't be fluid gameplay, there will be. Perfect. Could not make it easier on me. There will be cuts in this, probably, depending on how long it takes, just because we're going to have to wait for a drill to finish. Be aware, my body bags are over there. Oh, and I was corrected, by the way. The sign that's using the asset icon in the top right-hand corner is actually the number of packages still left. This is a dangerous run to get more body bags. Good lord. Whoever dropped them off is an idiot. But we're stocked up again. Like, if I could take out the last guard without having to do it as a rush, that would be perfect. I need to get him on cameras though. There he is. I might be able to. Let's give it a go right now. Here's what we're going to do. Going to drop out an ECM. Remember, we have two of them. I'm going to take him out. He fell perfectly. Let's take out the tellers.
I want to see everyone on the ground. Keep the crowd in control. Shut up and get down. Down on the ground. Stay down, everybody.
We want everybody down as quickly as possible.
Everybody stays down. Nobody go anywhere.
I'm actually going to take the people out who I think will be a problem.
Don't move. Everybody stay down. Get down on the ground.
Page required.
Everything's cool.
Okay, we're answering this now. Don't shoot out the glass, by the way. That's important. That can mess you up later on. Now we need to reorganize these civilians as quickly as possible.
Stay down, everybody. Everybody stay down.
The one I'm most interested in, and I will actually take out, is this man. Sorry, sir. Yes, it's unprofessional to kill civilians, and yes, it will hurt your bank account, but don't forget this is on DeathWish, and it is solo. Solo DeathWish is without a doubt difficult.
Stay still.
The game is not meant to be played quite like this, and you're going to have to take out people on occasion.
Stay.
Now, I need to get to drilling as quickly as possible. We're going to have to tie... Let's tie in the main area.
Stay down.
Cable ties.
Stay.
I'm not going to risk it. You kill too many civilians and you're losing, right? You might as well not be doing the mission. But at this sort of level of tutorial, I'm trying to show you how to go about doing the heist, and you're often not going to be doing it on your own. And so, if you are doing it on your own, ruthlessness is basically the only way to assure a victory. Let's get drilling. I do have the silent drilling perk. Yes, I possibly could have maintained these two. That's probably the main mistake I've made. I'm actually going to keep hold of my ECM. Be aware that I can use it to open these. There may be more reason for me to hold on to it right now, and I'll open them when I'm going to leave. Part of this mission is luck and patience, right? So, the reason why it's based around patience is because you have to wait for the guards to be in the right places before you can really afford to take them out. The reason why it's luck is because, well, their paths are relatively random. As it is, RNG is a thing. I nearly accidentally used my ECM then. We're moving these hostages into a slightly less obvious position. Those two twins are lying side by side.
Get down.
Oh my god. I am so sorry, sir.
Shut up and get down.
I'm...
Shut up and get down.
Oh,
Alright. Stay down.
I need to kill this man now. I feel so awful about this. It's just on coffee break. I mean,
Stay.
I'll be right back. I'm babysitting. So how's your day been? Would have been alright if you just been able to sit here, wouldn't it? Absolutely none the wiser. I killed a man! Like, here. Completely oblivious.
Don't move.
He was hiding the package from me. Maybe I should take him out.
Stay.
He's even the guy off the bank heist trailer.
Stay down.
Look at him. Bobblehead Bob.
Stay. Stay down.
You can't afford to leave people
Stay
like
still.
this, and obviously if you're playing with multiple friends, you're going to have more cable ties and won't have to kill all the civilians. It's one of the reasons why the cable tie skill is so important.
Stay still.
Really helps you to maximize profits, especially playing on your own and stealthy. Because you just can't leave this many civilians up. I would be having to run around and spam, get down, and that's just impractical, really, especially when you've got stuff to do as far as the drill's concerned. And we are in. I'm bagging. Okay, now, just for you guys to understand what the deposit bags are like. I feel awful about this. I'm just going to take the civilian out. I'm going to be paranoid and I want to talk to you guys. Sorry, friend. Better luck next time. Okay, deposit boxes. So you can find numerous different things in here, but I'm going to advise, if you don't have the saw, to actually not bother with them. I'll just show you. I have all the lockpicking skills. It takes 10 seconds for me to do one. I'm actually doing the one down there for whatever reason. Let's see what we get. 2,500. That really is minimal, especially when I'm shooting civilians for 24k. So what I'm going to say is, if you're very new to the game and you desperately need the cash, do pick these locks. You can get gold bars worth 10k, and there is an achievement involving it. Probably until you get that achievement, keep trying it. If you have someone who has the saw, equally. But if you really want to mess around with deposit boxes, just do the deposit heist. It's really not worth it on this heist. It's a huge waste of time. Now, you're going to be moving bags. On your own, this is a lengthy process. One of the reasons why I would recommend the throwing and carrying skills, just because bags are everything in this game. There are very few missions that don't involve the carrying of bags at some point. So, keeping to the skills that are important no matter what heist you're doing is my way of going about it. Situational, they're definitely secondary. Be aware you can get some extra cash in here. These are the buttons, by the way, the panic buttons that they would be trying to press, and that's why I'm so cutthroat upon these civilians specifically. So I'm going to start moving these bags in and be right back. Okay, just a little something for you all to be aware of. This is a panic button right here. You notice this guy, when I alerted him, he tried to run over to this. These civilians amongst these desks and these are the ones that are going to prioritize that button. Make sure you get them down almost as quickly as you get the tellers down. They're not as important because they're not as close, and sometimes there aren't as many as you see. There was only one guy occupying these desks, but take them out almost as ruthlessly as you do the tellers. One final thing, actually, let's use the CCM to get into an ATM. If there's more of you with more ECMs, or again the saw, this is a decent way of making back money. 22k really isn't bad. It's going to take you tons and tons of deposit boxes to rival that, so try and save an ECM whenever possible. That civilian is apparently completely blind. There's a package at my feet. Let's get out of here.